So yeah, right now, Merfolk is it's a real deck on historic and arena, so can actually play it and have a good time with it. We got some new additions. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna look at a few different deck lists. I have 4 different decks for us to try. One of them is mine, and then one of them, this one comes from bobandy on the Merfolk Discord. So we're gonna play this one first, and then 2 of them are from other people who are probably better players than me. We'll see what they have to say, and then we'll see what we think about it. So everything looks like it's fine. So yeah, the biggest additions that we got here, we now have Master of the Pearl Trident, and we have Svyelun of Sea and Sky. We did also get one other card, which is a Shoreline Scout. So let's pull that up. But Bob Andy's not playing that in his deck. And this one is better when it's in the collected company versions because it lets you effectively run less lands in your deck while still being able to get to the 4 mana for collected company. So what happens is if you ever flood on lands, then you don't need to turn anything into a tropical island. Or if you are short on mana, then you can just take one of the other merfolk in your hand and turn it into a tropical island. So you will hit your curve on 4 as long as you have this. And those decks also can play Glasspool Mimic, which functionally does the same thing because it either comes in as a land to help you curve up to 4, or you just play it as a lord, just copying some lord on the field. Um, and it's also a hit off of Collected Company, which is nice. Shoreline Scout comes in at 1 mana, so it fits really nicely in the curve, and it attacks for 2 damage most of the time. You play like an island or a merfolk, you attack for 2, it's pretty good. It's our Savannah Sea Lion that we've always wanted, for the most part. This is probably the best blue 1-drop that we've gotten, like, ever. Unfortunately, it only exists on Historic, even though I think it was possible, like, I came up with a way you could have made this mechanic work in paper. They decided that they wanted to only do it with digital, so that's just how it is. So Bob Andy's list is a best of 1 list, and we're gonna play that first. Um, yeah, it's very tempo oriented. So the idea is, you have like lots of stuff with flash or instant speed. So you got your bounce spells, your Trickster, Brazen Borrower, even Archmage's Charm is kind of nice. But you also have some card advantage here where Faceless Agent randomly gets you a creature, Silvergill randomly gets you a creature, and Relic is here to undermine, a lot of the nonsense. It doesn't really do very much on 1 mana, so your game doesn't really start until turn 2. But it's, the lands also grind pretty hard because you do have Faceless Haven, so playing lands is, not totally dead. You also have Castle Vantress to take advantage of extra mana. Svyelun draws you cards. You can use Archmages to draw you cards. So like this is a very grindy kind of tempo list. Yeah, we're gonna save that. So let's start with that one. See how it goes. So we want to go into historic ranked, and we will pick tempo folk. So yeah, and I am watching the chat. So if you have something you want to ask about, please by all means do it. But we're gonna be playing 4 different lists, so we're gonna just play this one for a little while. Um, I feel like we've got to be able to do better than this, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll just put an island in the bottom. That's not bad. Okay, so we actually did get to play something in turn 1. So if we're up against a deck that cares about the graveyard, like, Phoenix or Arcanist or something, we actually can, nuke the graveyard. It's good. Undermines a lot of the bullshit best of 1 stuff. Okay. So nothing from them now. I think we're gonna pass here and then we'll flash in Trickster. Because it looks like they're holding up maybe Censor or what's the other one? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, the memory lapse. That's the other one I was thinking of. I'm likely to play Silvergill Adept this turn, I think. Actually, I might even play Faceless Agent. Okay, they didn't do anything here. So let's do this while we still have this as an option. I don't want to run into Censor. That's like the card I'm concerned about. So they clearly have something here. Usually it's just cycling stuff. This. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, that's fine. I wonder, they might be playing Velomachus. We could be in some trouble if they have that. Otherwise, if we can hold up Brazen Borrower, maybe we'll be okay. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That's actually okay. I can always bounce that thing. If they try to shock this thing, because they do have an island right now, if they try to shock it, I'll just bounce the Night Pack. I'm not going to give them the tokens. Okay. So you know what? Yeah, there's not really a reason to do this right now. Teamer Hulk Flash. That's possible. We'll see. Well, it's going to be really hard for them to use Torrential Gear Hulk if that's the case, because this relic is really going to undermine that. And the thing is, they don't really want to cast spells in their turn right now, because they want to get the creature from the Night Pack, but if I just bounce this thing, then they're going to have to, right? So they won't get it either way. Okay, well, I guess that's fine, right? I'm not really concerned by that. We'll do this before they untap so they don't have like memory lapse or something. Yeah, Island's Walk probably is really strong. This Triome is going to be a huge problem for them. Same with the Steam Vents. Sure, I'll take it. They just gave up? Like, you're not dead yet, right? You can still block the Master of the Pearl Trident. Okay, well, they're just going to give it to us. That's fine. Alright, let's go. Play a little bit more with this list before we move to the next one. Well, no, no, they still had the land that could block the Master of the Pearl Trident. It didn't have Island Walk. They were still at 8. Like, we could have drawn another Lord, but the Master itself doesn't have Island Walk. It only gives it to everything else. So, okay, Fireblade Charger. That's not great. This might be a little bit hard. Oh, fuck, and they even have that thing. I guess let's play Silvergill Adept. I will reveal another Silvergill. So if something is gonna die, I think I'd prefer it to be the card advantage card. I'll just want to trade it with this Robber of the Rich, ideally. I think they're debating bouncing my Silvergill here. It's not the worst place to be. This is the awkward turn where we can still probably only do one thing, and the one thing that we can do is not great. But then next turn we start double spelling. Alright, well that's not... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, interesting, okay. I guess... This is not a bad spell to be playing this turn. You can just counter the Bone Crusher Giant. And then next turn play like Gill plus Trickster. It seems reasonable. No, we're definitely countering that fucking thing. Super ridiculously dangerous. Nope. They keep taking all of our spells. That's not good. Alright. I guess, yeah, I'll just play Trickster in this turn. Yeah, it's surprising they did that. I agree. But at some point, like when you're playing the red deck, you just jam things and just hope for the best. Well, that's not ideal. Okay, not particularly happy about that. Let's see how this goes. We have a Silvergill. Um, I guess we'll bounce this thing. What does that mean? Does that mean their last card is Shock? Because they can't do anything else here, right? All right, this is not bad. We'll play Castle Vantress here. Um, I guess. I guess I could just pass again. If they attack with the Fireblade Charger, I can just Trickster it and kill it that way. And I can also just bounce anything they play with Into the Roil, or just play Brazen Borrower. Okay, that's fine. Since I'm doing this in combat, they won't be able to replay it. So this might make their turn pretty clunky. This thing is not going to get its ability when it dies, so there we go. We're trying to slowly grind our way to, winning. And we still have 2 more Into the Royals. Now we start our counterattack. Yeah, that's going to happen. I think I want to play Borrower here. Not bad. Let's do that, because if we draw Trickster, this attack becomes really good. Oh, see, look at how fantastic this is. So we went from, like, really losing this game to, like, we're actually back kind of in it at this point. So, like, they could just play the banner and then Torbrand and attack with Bone Crusher, but I think that means they're just gonna die. Like that, it probably looks really good on paper to do that, but it's actually not. Because we just block with Trickster and then we bounce this thing. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I think that was a cock-up, right? Because they could have tapped this for the mana. It still looks like they okay, they just, again, gave up. Sure. All right. Cool. Well, there we go. Like, that match, it really looks like we were probably going to lose there, and then managed to turn it around. So, like, yeah, this list does grind really well. I was kind of surprised by that. All right, let's go. Best of one games fly a little bit faster, and this list is designed for best of one. He didn't have a sideboard with it, so we're just gonna play it like that. And then we have 3 Simic lists that are more traditional Merfolk decks to look at. So we'll probably try to do this for about 2 hours. That'll be good for this week. Yeah, we'll keep this. This looks great. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Perfect. Draw all of the Silvergills. I'm totally fine with that. So we can play, maybe if we draw like land, this would be really good. Oh God, we're up against the mirror. Okay. Well, this is going to get real interesting really quick. So now we might actually consider Master the Pearl Trident. All right. So we got to think here about how we want to do this. Let's play the Faceless Agent, and then next turn we can drop Silvergill plus Master the Pearl Trident, and we'll have Island Walk, so we can start getting in for huge damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, so let's not attack here. If they attack with Silvergill and they only have like Mistcaller or the Mistbinder in play, then I think I'll block it. It'll save 3 damage. Oh, Merrow Reejerey? I'm not scared of this at all. That's fine. I don't think they want to trade here. That doesn't seem great for them. There's, yeah, I guess that's okay. I don't think this matters at all, but I am going to use the relic. Okay, well, this will be really good, really fast. Historic Merfolk, yeah. We're gonna play a couple different lists. So right now we're playing a mono blue very grindy list. This was from bobandy on the Discord. So so far his list has looked pretty good. But we also have three Simic lists we're gonna take a look at. Um, this kinda looks like maybe they have a Trickster. I don't want to play because if I block this thing, they Trickster the Master, then I just lose the Silvergill. I don't want to do that. Whereas here, if I just play Master, like they're kind of screwed. Because like even if they Trickster one of these, like the others are still gonna have Island Walk. Yeah, his list is mono blue and it's only one drops or main board relics. Ooh, that's rough. Okay. I don't think. Well, there is a possibility if we crack the relic, we could actually find something, but I don't think we want to do it. In fact, we're probably just going to let this resolve and then play Svyelun. This will be fine. All right. I like this better. Because we still have Island Walk, so they can't really block, and this is going to threaten to kill them anyway, so they have to do something about it. But since Bob Andy's list is mono blue and is designed for best of one, he is playing main board Relic of Progenitus to try to fight against some of the more aggressive graveyard decks in best of one, like the Dread Horde decks or like the Phoenix decks, stuff like that. So I like it. I think in this kind of deck it's fine. Okay, well this can't possibly be good for him, right? Um, hmm. How do we want to do this? Could animate this like. I guess I'm just concerned if he plays Trickster, that could be really bad. Um, so he definitely has something here, so we don't know what exactly. This looks good. I think we can safely attack here. All right, so he's got to find like what Trickster to turn off Island Walk. Okay, that's not going to do it. There we go. Well, we beat the Merfolk Mirror. So yeah, I'd say that the mono blue list does look like it's got some pretty serious game here. So we went 3-0 playing that. Let's open our packs before we go to the next list. So we still have three more decks, and I only have about another hour and a half to do this. So I always love opening stuff. All right. So yeah, just once again, the one that we were looking at here. I think this is a really good mono blue list. This looks really strong. It's got tons of card draw and Svyelun and Silvergill and Faceless Agent and Archmage's Charm and Relic, so you can keep the cards flowing. Its lands actually do lots of stuff. You have Castle Vantress and Faceless Haven, which is a Merfolk. It's a bigger, beefier Mutavault in this deck. Or yeah, it is all creature types, so that's really strong. Yeah, we've got some counter spell effects here in this, but lots of bounce spells too. Into the Roil, which also can be kicked for cards. Yeah, Brazen Borrower again is also fire. So yeah, this is very, very grindy, very powerful. Trickster's also always really good in these kind of decks. Same with like Reejerey, but it's got the staying power in mono blue now. Now that it has an Island Walk Lord to pair with this, and it also has Svyelun, so you have a really strong tempo game, but also a really strong mid range game too. So yeah, Bob Andy's list, I like it a lot. This looks really strong. I wasn't sure what to expect with it because on paper it just kind of looks weaker than the Simic list. But if it really does its job in best of one. Like you see, it's got a lot of really cool tools to it.